What's good, y'all? This is Evan from DMV Sports Zone giving you another update on all things DMV Sports.
Sports Zone. Chased down by Beal in the corner for three, gets fouled and hits.
Welcome to DC.
They tag him out.
You know where you're at the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly. I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act on you gon' be right back. When we gon' be right here. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me.
This week, we'll start with the Washington Capitals. So the Capitals are going into their week-long break on a high note of 5-3 win in Philadelphia on Thursday. The win improves the Caps to 28-15-9. That's good for 65 points. Fourth in the Metro, and they've won 2 in a row. If the season ended today, the Caps would make the playoffs, and they would play Carolina. But here's the week ahead for Washington. For the Capitals, the week begins on Thursday when they head to New York to face the Rangers. The Rangers come in at 32-13-5. That's good for 69 points and third in the Metro. So if the season ended today, they play Pittsburgh in the first round. New York is coming off a 2-1 win in Ottawa on Sunday. This is the second of 4 between the Capitals and the Rangers. Washington leads the season series 1-0 after beating New York 5-1 in D.C. on opening night, October 13th. For the Capitals, the week concludes on Saturday when they head to Philadelphia to face the Flyers. The Flyers are currently 15-25-9. That's good for 39 points and 7th in the Metro ahead of only New Jersey. So if the season ended today, they'd miss the playoffs. Philadelphia is coming off that 5-3 loss against the Capitals on Thursday, and they've lost 4 in a row. This is the third of 4 between the Capitals and the Flyers. The season series is tied 1-1 after, obviously, Washington beat Philadelphia 5-3 in Philly on February 17th. And now we transition to the NBA and we talk about the Washington Wizards. So the Wizards went into the All-Star break on a high note too. They beat Brooklyn 117-113 on Thursday to end the first half. The win improves the Wizards to 27-31, 11th in the East. So if the season ended today, they'd still miss the playoffs. So here's the week ahead for Washington. For the Wizards, the week begins on Friday when they return home to host the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs come in at 23-36, 11th in the West, so if the season ended today, they'd miss the playoffs. San Antonio is coming off a 114-106 win in Oklahoma City on Wednesday. This is the last of 2 between the Wizards and the Spurs. San Antonio leads the season series 1-0 after beating Washington 116-99 in San Antonio on November 29th. For the Wizards, the week and the month of February conclude on Saturday when they head to Cleveland to face the Cavaliers. The Cavs are currently 35-23, the 4 seed in the East, so if the season ended today, they play Milwaukee in the first round. Cleveland's coming off a 124-116 loss in Atlanta on Tuesday, and they've lost 2 in a row. This is the last of 4 between the Wizards and the Cavaliers. Washington leads the season series 2-1 after beating Cleveland 110-93 in D.C. on December 30th. From one Cavaliers to another, now let's talk about the Virginia Cavaliers. So Virginia got another much-needed win on Saturday when they beat Miami 74-71 to improve their tournament chances. The win puts the Cavaliers at 17-10, 11-6 in the ACC. That's good for 6th place. But as of the latest bracketology, Virginia is still not in the field. So here's the week ahead for the Wahoos. For Virginia, the week begins on Wednesday when they host the 7th-ranked Duke Blue Devils. Duke comes in at 23-4, 13-3 in the ACC. That's good for 1st place. And the latest bracketology has Duke as a 2 seed. The Blue Devils are coming off an 88-70 win over Florida State on Saturday, and they've won 4 in a row. This is the last of 2 between Virginia and Duke. The Cavaliers took the first meeting 69-68 in Durham on February 7th. And for Virginia, the week and the month conclude on Saturday when they host the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State is currently 14-12, 7-9 in the ACC. That's good for 9th place. And as of the latest bracketology, Florida State is not in the field. The Seminoles are coming off a 65-57 loss at number 9 Duke on Saturday. And this is the only meeting this season between Virginia and Florida State. Up next, let's talk about the Virginia Tech Hokies. So for Virginia Tech, it looks like it's going to come down to the wire as for whether or not they make the tournament. Their last time out on the court, they lost 65-57 to North Carolina on Saturday. The loss drops the Hokies to 16-11, 8-8 in the ACC. That's good for 8th place. And the latest bracketology has Virginia Tech in the next 4 out. So here's the week ahead for the Hokies. For Virginia Tech, the week begins on Wednesday when they head to Atlanta to face the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech comes in at 11-15, 4-11 in the ACC. That's good for 12th place. And obviously, as of the latest bracketology, Georgia Tech is not in the field. The Yellow Jackets are coming off a 68-62 win at Pitt on Saturday, though. This is the last of two between Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech. The Hokies took the first meeting 81-66 in Blacksburg on February 2nd. And for Virginia Tech, the week and the month conclude on Saturday when they head to Miami to face the Miami Hurricanes. Miami is currently 19-8, 11-5 in the ACC. That's good for third place. And the latest bracketology has Miami as a 9 seed. The Hurricanes are coming off the aforementioned 74-71 loss against Virginia on Saturday. This is the last of two between Virginia Tech and Miami. The Hurricanes took the first meeting 78-75 in Blacksburg on January 26th. Up next, let's talk about the Maryland Terrapins. So for Maryland, it's no secret it hasn't been the best year, but their last time out was pretty good, a 90-74 win at Nebraska on Friday. The win improves the Terps to 12-14, 4-11 in the Big Ten. That's good for 12th place, but as of the latest bracketology, Maryland is not in the field. So here's the week ahead for the Terps. For Maryland, the week begins tonight when they return home to host the Penn State Nittany Lions. Penn State comes in at 11-12, 6-9 in the Big Ten. That's good for 10th place, but as of the latest bracketology, obviously, Penn State is not in the field. The Nittany Lions are coming off a 67-46 win over Minnesota on Thursday. They've won 2 in a row. This is the only meeting this season between Maryland and Penn State. On Thursday, Maryland heads to Bloomington to face the Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana is currently 16-9, 7-8 in the Big Ten. That's good for 9th place. And the latest bracketology has Indiana as a 10 seed. The Hoosiers are coming off a 74-69 loss against number 15 Wisconsin on Tuesday, though, and they've lost 4 in a row. This is the last of two between Maryland and Indiana. The Hoosiers took the first meeting 68-55 in College Park on January 29th. For Maryland, the week and the month conclude on Sunday when they return home to host the 22nd-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State is currently 16-7, 9-5 in the Big Ten. That's good for 4th place. And the latest bracketology has Ohio State as a 5 seed. The Buckeyes are coming off a 75-62 loss against Iowa on Saturday. This is the last of two between Maryland and Ohio State. The Buckeyes took the first meeting 82-67 in Columbus on February 6th. And last and probably least, let's talk about the Georgetown Hoyas. So Georgetown continues their historically bad season with a 74-66 loss at number 10 Villanova on Saturday. The loss drops the Hoyas to 6-20, 0-15 in the Big East. That's good for last place. And they have now lost 16 in a row. Obviously, as of the latest bracketology, Georgetown's not in the field, but we can just forget about bracketology when it comes to the Hoyas. Here's the week ahead for G-Town. For Georgetown, the week begins on Thursday when they host the DePaul Blue Demons. DePaul comes in at 12-14, 3-13 in the Big East. That's good for 10th place ahead of only Georgetown. The Blue Demons are coming off a 66-64 loss at Seton Hall on Saturday, and they've lost 4 in a row. This is the last of two between Georgetown and DePaul. The Blue Demons took the first meeting 82-74 in Chicago on February 9th. And for Georgetown, the week and the month conclude on Sunday when they host the 21st-ranked Connecticut Huskies. UConn is currently 19-7, 10-5 in the Big East. That's good for 4th place, and the latest bracketology has UConn as a 6th seed. The Huskies are coming off a 72-61 win over Xavier on Saturday, and they've won 3 in a row. This is the last of two between Georgetown and UConn. The Huskies took the first meeting 96-73 in Stores on January 25th. Well, that's all for this week's update. And for the rest of the week, we got great content coming with you from Nadi, Abdullah, and Noah. So stay tuned here to DMV Sports Zone for that. So until next time, I'm Evan, signing off.